Hello, it's me Katerina and welcome to my coloring channel. In this video I'll show you the process of portrait coloring from Harry Potter Magical Places and Characters coloring book. The character I colored is Luna Lovegood. So here you can see the list of materials used for coloring of this illustration. Basically I used Prismacolor Premier pencils. If you are only interested in the process of face coloring, then you can rewind the video to the timing indicated on the screen. I will start coloring with the background located inside the circle, behind our character. Numbers and names of pencils will appear in tooltips on the screen. When colors repeat too often, tooltips will not appear. So I start with such a fantasy background, a knight with the sparkling elements. Here I am coloring the border of the circle. For it I just took tones from dark blue to jade green and light blue. In this case I place the glare in the middle of each sector of the border, and this gives black lines with a white pen. Here are the ridges around the edges, which, as I suspect, were to symbolize Palumna's earrings. I decided not to color them in pink shades, but to make them neutral in gold color, so that they wouldn't catch the eye attention. The background itself was colored in indigo blue and black. At the same time there will be a glow from the stars. I used the same method in my video with a neon effect. That is, spreading the radiance of the gradient, bringing the brightest tone to the border of the star. I colored the border with a white pen, and then I colored the star with a light color. I have two types of stars here, some are blue, others are yellow. The process of stars coloring is both at the beginning of the video and at the end. Those stars are located in the corners of the picture. Also here is another item which belongs to Palumna. This is spectral and astral glasses. I also decided to move away from the standard coloring for these glasses, which films and books offer us. I decided that it would be better if I observed the beautiful color scheme I had chosen in advance, in yellow-blue combination. I colored the lenses not just in monochromatic blue tones, but leaving diagonal lines that are not filled, emphasizing the texture of the glass. I tried to decrease the black lines of coloring with a white gel pen and once again emphasize the light source. In addition, I decorate with white dots arranged randomly by the frames of the glasses. Then I proceed with coloring of the hare. Hare is also depicted here for a reason, because it is the patronus of Palumna. Honestly, I don't know how they look like from the top view, and I couldn't even find a suitable reference, so I colored it at random, first adding yellow light from the stars and blue areas with shadows. And then I modified and added fur, so that the coloring lines become invisible and the hair becomes more fluffy than the original version. I continue to color the background inside the circle. This time I color the yellow stars. Here I have partially colored the background outside the circle with black gouache. I will also show the process of coloring the remaining area at the end of the video. But for now I continue to color the remaining details inside the circle. Finally, I started coloring the face of Luna. She has grey eyes. I don't color the iris uniformly, but apply more color to the left side of each iris, and I leave a highlight to the right. Also, the contour of the iris color will be darker. The white of the eye itself is actually not completely white, and you need to specify light and shade on it too. Just imagine that the eye is a sphere, and you also need to draw on it the shadows of the eyelids and hide the coloring lines. Next, I will color the skin. I used almost all the skin tones of the Prismacolor set, as well as light blue color for the skin. It would be better to follow the tooltips. I worked for a long time to add them all. Furthermore, I was guided by the reference, that is the photo of Luna Lovegood. Thus, I selected the tone and arranged shadows and reflexes. In short, the main places where I put shadows, this is the forehead along the contour near the hair, and where the hairstyle should be more magnificent, there will be also a shadow from the hair. Then the shadow comes from the beginning of the eyebrows, along the nose, and also below the nose, where the nostrils are located. The tip of the nose itself should be with a flare, and it will be a little pinker than basic skin tone. Then a little blush can be added on the cheeks. The shadow goes along the contour on the face, under the lip. Above the upper lip, on the contrary, there is a flare, but don't forget about lighting. In any case, I can only advise you to select the most appropriate quality photo reference and follow it. The neck of Luna is located in the shade, therefore I used darker shades here. Then I'm coloring hair. Luna has a blondie hair, and it's the most difficult to color blondies. The main difficulty is in numerous black lines that must be somehow squeezed. I used a white pen and tried, after it dried out, draw on it with soft Prismacolor pencils. According to the colors, here I was guided by the surrounding background and added reflexes from the blue night lighting located behind. Then here is the process of close coloring. I generally liked how it turned out. I think the video doesn't need extra comments. I tried to arrange everything in details and clearly with the tooltips. I tried to color this portrait as realistic as possible. Maybe Luna turned out not very similar to herself, but that's all that I can at the moment. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.